My name is Isabel. I am 29 years old. I live in Manchester. 3 months ago, I moved into a new flat in the city centre. I was running from grief. My sister, Emma, had died a year earlier in a hit-and-run accident that still haunted my dreams. On my first day in the building, I met him, my cousin, Archie. I had not seen Archie in 15 years, not since we were children at family gatherings. He seemed so happy to see me, so concerned, so caring. But every night I saw him standing at his window in the darkness, watching me. And when I broke into his flat, I found walls covered in photographs of me, of Emma, of our entire lives. Archie was my father's nephew. We played together as children during holidays at our grandmother's house in Yorkshire. He was quiet even then, always watching from the corner while Emma and I ran through the garden. When I was 14, his parents divorced. His mother moved to Scotland and took him with her. We lost touch completely until I opened my door that first morning and saw him standing in the hallway. "Isabel?" He stared at me like he had seen a ghost. "Archie?" I could barely recognize him after 15 years. "What are you doing here?" he asked. "I just moved in, flat 4A. His face broke into a smile. "This is incredible. I am in 4B, right across from you." "What are the chances?" I said, laughing. "It's fate," he said softly. At the time, I thought it was a wonderful coincidence. The first week felt like a gift. Archie helped me unpack boxes. He recommended restaurants. He seemed genuinely happy to reconnect. "I am so glad you are here," he said one evening. "After everything with Emma, I worried about you being alone." "You heard about Emma?" "Of course. Aunt Margaret told my mum. I am so sorry, Isabel." His sympathy felt genuine. But looking back now, I can see the hunger beneath his words. The way his eyes lingered too long, the way he asked strange questions about Emma. What was she doing that night when the car hit her? Just walking home from work. And they never found the driver. "No, never." He nodded slowly, as though considering something. I started seeing him everywhere, at the supermarket, in the cafe where I bought coffee. "What a coincidence," he would say with that great smile. One night, everything changed. I was cooking dinner in my kitchen. The window faced the courtyard between buildings. It was dark outside. I felt that primal instinct, that certainty of being watched. I looked up. Across the courtyard, Archie stood in complete darkness, just standing there, motionless, staring directly at me. When our eyes met, he did not look away. He did not wave. He just watched with an intensity that made my skin crawl. I grabbed the curtains and yanked them closed with shaking hands. Family does not watch you like that. Something was very wrong with my cousin Archie. The next day, I called my mother. "Mum, do you have Aunt Linda's phone number?" "Why?" "Archie lives in my building. I wanted to catch up with her." There was a long pause. Darling, Linda moved to Spain 3 years ago, my mother said carefully. I didn't think you and Archie were in contact anymore. He's here now, in Manchester, living across the hall from me. That's strange. Linda told me Archie was living in Edinburgh. She never mentioned Manchester. That evening, I watched through my peephole as Archie left his flat. Then I made a decision that would change everything. I went to his door. The lock was cheap and old. I slid my credit card into the gap. The lock clicked. The door opened. His flat was dark and cold. I turned on my phone torch. What I saw made my blood freeze. The walls were covered in photographs, hundreds of them. Photos of Emma and me as teenagers, as children, at university, and photos of me now, leaving my old flat at Emma's funeral. He had been following us our entire lives. In the corner sat a laptop. I opened it with trembling hands. Inside was a folder labeled Emma. Videos, dozens of them. Videos of Emma walking home at night. Videos taken from inside a car following her. And then I found the final video, dated the night she died. Dashboard camera footage, following Emma's car, getting closer, and then the moment of impact, Emma's car spinning off the road. The video did not stop. It showed Archie getting out, standing over the wreckage, not calling for help, not checking if she was alive, just watching her die. I knew you would come eventually. I spun around. Archie stood in the doorway. His face was calm. You killed her, I whispered. You killed Emma. It was necessary, he said simply. She was going to marry that man, move to London. I would have lost her forever. She was your cousin. She was mine first, he said, his voice cracking. I loved her before anyone else did, but she never saw me that way. Never looked at me the way she looked at him. So you killed her? I freed her, he said. And then you came back into my life. When I saw you were moving to Manchester, I knew it was a sign. I could start again, do it right this time. I am not Emma. No, he agreed, but you have her eyes, her smile. You'll learn to love me. Isabel, we have time. I grabbed the laptop and threw it at him. I ran past him, out of his flat into mine. I locked the door and called the police with shaking hands. The police arrived within minutes. They found everything. Archie was arrested that night. My cousin, Archie, seemed kind, caring, safe, but behind his smile was 15 years of obsession.